Hello there, humans, hippies, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and whoever you're lucky enough indeed to be doing it too. I'm Bushka. Welcome back to channel. Today, I decided to get some people to yell at me. I hadn't been yelled at for ages, so I thought, let's do something controversial. What I'm going to be talking about today is crate tanks. Specifically, the 3 tier 10 medium crate tanks that have come into the game recently. I'm not going to include the M60 because, God, I like being yelled at, but I really don't want to be yelled at that much. This is the T22, and then I'm going to show you the 121B. Now, I've done a whole buttload of video and a live stream on the AMX30B, so I don't think I really need to show you a heap of footage on the 30B. I have such an odd position on crate tanks at tier 10, specifically these 3 mediums, and the position is this. I don't think crate tanks should be in the game. I think tier 10 is the pinnacle of the game in terms of tanks, tech tree, progress, quality of vehicle, finesse, everything like that. And I think it takes a long, long time to grind a tier 10 tank, and you should not just be able to walk into tier 10 straight off the street and have a crack. That's my strong opinion. I also have this weird opinion that if that is the case, then wargaming are obviously using this as a financial carrot. And if you are going to pay an absolute buttload of money at the casino gambling table that is crates, then why the hell should the tank not be really, really good? Otherwise, what's the point? Isn't that just a crazy dichotomy? I don't think the tank should be there. I don't want people to gamble in crates, and I don't want crates to be in the game, and I think anyone that buys the crates is kind of helping wargaming keep doing that because they're giving them the thumbs up. And I know I'm not trying to say that you're a bad person. I'm not saying that at all, because I make videos about the crate tank, so I'm just as much to blame. But if you're spending 90 freaking bucks rolling dice and not getting a tank, the tank that you eventually get, shouldn't it be good? And why is there not more of a furor that the AMX30B is a bad crate tank? Like, it's a mediocre tier 10 medium. It's not that special. There are other tier 10 mediums that do what it purports to do, but do it better. And I mean, I'm dealing with some crazy ping here as well. This was not a fun day for the Asia server ping. But the 121B is a beautiful vehicle. It's a wonderful blend of 105mm gun and, you know, strong turret and good mobility and an upper glacis that just won't quit. Like, it's a really different, interesting tank that's got a crazy camo scheme and all this. And it doesn't have a huge tumor on the top of the tank. I'm like saying don't push, and our bat chat's like just pushing. No one's spotted over. Like, bat chat, stop it. I'm like, negative. Just stop. And he still is going to go out and get YOLO'd and wrecked and then blame me. Because that's Blitz, man. That's Blitz. Wouldn't be a yelling kind of argument video if we didn't have bat chats doing that kind of stuff. And I'm being very, very... I understand that I've got a foot in both camps, and I do feel a little bit conflicted. I feel like people that get the AMX30B, if it costs them a heap of money, I feel like they're getting ripped off. Because I don't think it's a very good tank. I think it's okay. I think it's balanced, in fact. But I don't think balance is what you should be getting when it costs so freaking much money. And people will say, oh, I got on the first crate. Well, yeah, there's a lot of people who never got it on the 10th crate and spent like 50 bucks and got bugger all. Yeah, the bat chat is now going to lose his mind at me and call me a coward. Because that's what you do when you're a light tank and you drive in front of the entire enemy team. Stay dead. That's all you're going to get out of me, buddy. Enjoy your time back in the garage. Oh, spotted. Rough gig, but that's all right. I've got my little turret there, strong like ox, like a bull, and I'm just taking my time wandering through the daisies. Now, I will mention the M60 because the M60 set the precedent for all of this. The M60, let's talk a little bit. Let's just get fully yelled at. Back in the day, I released a video on a thing called, what the hell was I even talking about there? That tier 8 saber-looking samurai Japanese medium. And I've forgotten, it's the sands of time. I'm an old man. And everyone lost their mind because, I mean, this is how naive we were back then. Everyone lost their mind because it looked too different. It had an anime-style camo scheme. I mean, look at this thing. And I literally had pages of comments about how I was a shill for wargaming because a tier 8 medium looked like it had some different paint scheme. How naive were we as a player base back then? That was controversial. So I had my mentions burning up and things were looking pretty grim. Everyone was calling Bushka a wargaming whore, and it was all rough times at Ridgemont High. Luckily, though, a day later, someone at Wargaming pressed the controversy button and just released the M60, which to this day we still have no idea why some accounts received it and others didn't. Like, it seems like there was an error in the clerical side of things because, you know, then the famous words came out that it was in fact given to those who were loyal, which caused a poop storm of monumental proportions. So we're talking about stuff here that is really, really sensitive for the player base. Like, a lot of people in the player base get upset about this gear because there is a history of this being just really poorly managed and not very well thought out. And after the M60, I was like, wow, could they really just not do any more of this tier 10 stuff? I mean, I got an M60 and I feel like I was pretty loyal. A lot of people didn't get M60s and they lost their minds. I won't mention specific people, but other people in the Blitz celebrity world, I guess, people that have at least got some kind of profile, could not let it go. It was their, it was like their, yeah. I don't want to get any more trouble. So I have a big, long-standing history of being heavily involved in this, and it has thickened up my skin quite a bit. To the point where, you know, I feel like it's fair enough. And credit to Wargaming, when I've said anything that's negative or controversial about decisions they've made, they've never attempted to, in any way, shape or form, censor that. In fact, I famously made a video, and I say famously, but that's probably not the right term, made a video about the WZ Blaze when it first came out, and it was broken. It had gaps in the armor profile that weren't working and all kinds of things going on. And I said it's the worst tank I've ever driven. And Wargaming put that on their portal. Like, they put it up on the in-game portal. It popped in the game. Like, that's a commitment to journalistic integrity, I'll tell you. I said to them, like, guys, you're not going to like this video. I'm basically telling it like it is, warts and all. This is the worst tank I have ever been a part of. And they were like, yep, fair enough. That's your opinion. Get it up there. So they don't shy away from this stuff. They really do have quite an entertaining attitude to it. But at the same time, I believe that it's a mistake. And they should stop selling these bloody tier 10 crate tanks. But if they're not going to do that, then can they at least sell a tank that's good, like this T-22, which is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful vehicle. Like, it's a gorgeous tank to drive as we drive under the IS-7's gun with our super strong turret and fantastic ping. G'day Jamo, by the way. My good mate Jamo's over there in the Object 263. Haven't played with you for ages, Jamiroquai, and all the boys that I don't really platoon anymore. It's just too tough. I just get on, get my content, grind it out, and get on moving. There you go. I'm saying good game, Jamo. And Edmund from Oxo and some of the other boys, they recognise me when I jump on game. But one of the reasons I don't play my own account anymore is it's impossible to roll into a game as Bushka and not just get yelled at or tunneled or people asking for gold or whatever. So it's nice to know that some of the old school boys who I started with years ago are still running around in there. So good on you. Back in the days when we were all in Storm Clan together. Storm. Viva la Storm. Go, Gemmo. Tear me apart. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you got a little bit of a kick out of that little waltz down Blitz history. I got more of that coming. If you want to talk about old school controversy, let me know in the comments and I'll revive some. Until next time, stay safe on the battlefield. Bye for now.